Hey fam around the world, it's March 8th. This is a vlog, very impersonal, and just filling you in with my life and recent revelations. First off, I've been working non-stop all day. If I'm not working, I am meal prepping or taking care of chores, just constant, $10 doesn't get you much anywhere nowadays, And on top of that, I've had a couple $100 of car repairs come up on me, which is always no fun. But to save you the gory details, I got the dreaded P0420 code, and I thought catalytic converter below bank 1 efficiency. It could either be that or the spark plugs or the O2 sensor. It's always tricky to diagnose, not fun. And my car is coming up on that mileage that would happen, although I anticipate many more miles out of my vehicle. Many. I replaced the cat. That wasn't it. Ended up being spark plugs. But along the way, I needed a new serpentine belt, and my front control arm is operating with no bushings right now, which is very dangerous. So that is being repaired today, and it's okay because I got another month on my lease here, and I want to do this right, to save up enough money and have my ducks in a row for when I leave to New York and Vermont. The plan is to still be at this cabin and meet the owner May 9th and stay there for as long as my finances allow. But in the meantime, while I'm there, take a visit to Rah Community Village in Vermont and build a trust, a union there. And then what I'll basically be doing is spending my time between those two places, building a community and kind of a hideaway spot to go to, and taking part-time jobs and continuing this channel along the way. I don't intend to give this up. Doing this alone, though, in the city, right now is hard, and it should be good. I have positive anticipation of the future. I don't have little mouths to feed besides Una, which is precious. And as long as she's safe and I have a community in real life and digitally, then I'm pretty set. This is not a woe is me. There are so many struggling people in Sudan and Gaza, Ukraine, to name a few. But there are also some pompous assholes, that I can't, as much as my teachings require that I be humbled and in harmony with energy in the universe, something is seething inside of me when I see a investment banker guy get into his Audi R8 Quattro or whatever, and even just saying hello to me in the parking lot, I just want to be like, what are you doing? How do you benefit society? These are my gut feelings. This is the lack of free will I'm talking about. And that's another revelation I had this week, is succumbing to my base intuition that, if I'm saying that right, that in fact I don't have free will. My intuition says that I do, but I don't. Of course, I make decisions based on my environment. I am reacting to things around me. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to, as an example, I don't want to and make my life more suffering and pain, or those around me. I'd like to benefit people around me who deserve it, who are aware or not aware, I guess. I don't know. What I'm saying is all of this has been predetermined by my genetics, my hormonal levels, what I had for lunch, how much oxytocin I've had, how much human connection I've had in my life. I am just autonomous. I am acting on my base wiring, right? And that's a black pill to swallow, kinda. You can't go halfway. Is to understand that there is this chaos in the universe, that any small actions can oscillate and create bigger catastrophe. Of course, like a butterfly flapping across the world can cause an earthquake, across the other end. Like, that's a real thing. Or two houses can burn. Which one, and then burn a house in the middle, which one burned first, if they both lit on fire. Like, these are honest debates, but my wiring, I'm going with the flow. And what's happening in the world is the ultimate culmination of me and my wiring, it's my passion. It is the ultimate expression. I'm proud of it. It's what I wanted to do. What I was going to school for was broadcast journalism. And that should show, because that's what I'm passionate about, is bearing witness and telling the truth. I mean, what other time in history do you get to know about everything happening in the world anytime you want, at the touch of your finger? It's amazing. That's amazing in itself. How could you not want to talk about that? It's like that. It's also like that neuroscientist that gave back $250,000 of a grant. Una likes to eat when I record, so you'll hear some crackling noises for a moment. He read the IPCC in 2018. I forgot his name. I read it in 2016, and it changed his world. He realized that, all of his work in neuroscience is basically not worth it, because we're going to have catastrophic failure of life support systems, and insurance agents, industry going bankrupt, people losing livelihoods all over the planet, coastal cities sinking, on and on. And he's now devoted his life to climate change solutions, and maybe it's busy work. I think I very well might go apply for the green transition, like go work on wind farms and solar panels. I mean, it may be futile, but it's like something to do. I was just trying to do something, It's better than this dystopian lifestyle, I mean, I go into the grocery market, I see how everyone's just acting on their base desires to eat and survive, and, they don't know any better. They're like fish in water. They can't see around them. Then you would say that's clueless morons, but we're animals, okay? And so the ultimate black pill is that I was born into this from ephemeral love, which I had no choice, from two people that probably shouldn't have been together, but that's the universe just doing its thing with hormones and their lack of free will, thrust into this chaotic, rigged mess of terminal human illness, destroying the planet, acting off my base wiring. I am just on the roller coaster, okay? And my artwork, what's happening in the world, is the ultimate expression of that. Of me, my essence. And being a part of a community and interacting with other people. Having dialogue and communication. Energy with energy. Okay, so, not to lose you there, but I intend to keep producing that content. So, if you don't like what's happening in the world, then unsubscribe, because I'm going to keep doing it. And you'll keep seeing it in your feed. And life's tough, especially now. I want to do this right, though. I want to be able to spend half my time at Rah community, this village, and building my cabin and stuff there, and then the other part of my time at the cabin in New York. They're like a couple hour drive between each. And, of course, get part-time jobs and in between and make content, and you guys are supporting me as I, tell the truth, bearing witness. So expect good things. And I'll leave on this note. I am going to report this on what's happening in the world. But look, if you got to start making your escape plans, exit plans, you do it now. And I'll tell you why. Because an harbinger of bad news, of doom, is crawfish. I'm the only one in my family born in Texas. All of my immediate and extended family is born in Louisiana or in the South. And cats love to be cute. And I'm telling you, crawfish are like fungus. They grow like everywhere. There's so many of them. I mean, if you know people who catch crawfish, they catch it like in the pounds and pounds, and because there's just so many. Okay. And Louisiana on Wednesday, the governor just declared an emergency because of the lack of crawfish this year, because they had a deep freeze and a drought in 2023 and into this year, which means Mardi Gras and the crawfish production this year in 2024 is going to be very lackluster. Like, they're losing out. It's like a $300 million industry, and they're losing out on at least half that or more. So it's like an Irish potato farmer not having potatoes. I mean, it is so crucial and a part of their identity, their product, what the state is known for. Etouffee, po' boys, like, it's in everything you eat. And when it's not there, when you start getting signs that it's not there, that is a major red flashing signal that we are changing the system so dramatically right now that get out, okay? Because it's going to come for you. It's going to come for all of us. No one is safe in any of these cities, okay? And I'm not much safer. People propose to me, like, what, are you going to last longer in the country, like off the grid? Maybe. I'm taking my chances and trying, building up a storage shed of, like, food, cans, and beans. Like, it's difficult for me to imagine having a set of friends here in the city or any city and hanging out with them and not being like, guys, we're fucked. We are on a suicide mission and going to lose everything. I'm dead ass serious. They would be like, oh, shut up, let's go to the rock climbing gym, like, whatever, let's hang out. Their wiring, is different. So, I'm building a community, and I found you guys. I'm heading in a good direction. Free will doesn't exist. Life is good. Hug your animal. And I'll see you on Monday. Or sometime early next week. Have a good weekend. See ya.